King Ray Ray in this bitch. Ha! Hey, what up, homies? Yeah, I just want to chop it up with y'all right quick, man. And homie came through, man, and asked me a question about how do you tell attraction confirmation from just good customer service. Now, I think it's a pretty interesting question, man, and it just goes to show that, many of us, and, for no fault of our own, can't really tell what attraction confirmation looks like. For me, it comes pretty easy, and there are subtle differences that you tell. The first thing I tell you is this. 9 times out of 10, if you're in a service environment, man, where you're being serviced by, some waiter or waitress, or even if you're in a customer service area of a business, then 9 times out of 10, it's just good customer service. You got to look for the subtle nuances of things that you get from other women when you're in other places. You see, attraction confirmation doesn't change according to the environment. It is something that women do when they find a man attractive, when they find themselves drawn to a man sexually, where they can see themselves being, punished sexually by this man, where they can see you breaking their back. So you have to look for the same things no matter what the environment is. So let's say you got a server and she's just being really friendly and being really nice, and she's coming to check on you more than you probably are used to. She could just be a very good waitress, a very good server. So you have to look for things like conversation. I'll tell you subtle things like if you're at a restaurant, you're eating by yourself, man, which I do a lot, man, because I don't need a woman with me to eat. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I prefer to eat alone because I can think and work and do other things. But if you got a server, man, and she's doing a wonderful job, man, and she starts striking up conversations about different things. If she asks you for any reason, why is a man like you sitting eating alone, then that means that she would expect a man like you to be out to dinner with someone, and she wouldn't mind if that someone was her. She could see herself sitting there eating dinner with you. So you have to look for subtle things like that. I mean, if it's the same service you get from anywhere, then, it's not attraction confirmation. The thing about attraction confirmation is, man, when a woman is into you because it's the energy. You got to start familiarizing yourself with the energy that a woman displays in certain environments. Because if you're looking for actions, there are some times that a woman's action would just be because she's loose. There will be sometimes a woman's action would just be because she's friendly. And then there are other times where a woman who's really into you and really digging you doesn't show any of those actions. But you can tell by the way she looks at you. It may just be, she may just look at you, and you can tell the energy. If you know women, you can see into a woman's soul through her eyes, man. You can tell if she's looking at you with a look of wanton desire. You just simply have to familiarize yourself with these things, because no matter what I tell you, you still have to know the energy of a woman. Because a woman can show me an attraction confirmation and then show you the same thing and not be attracted to you, or vice versa. A woman can show you an attraction confirmation and another woman can do the same thing to me, and it may not be an attraction confirmation. She could be just be an overly friendly woman. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like the same thing as if a woman has a man and she's out with a man and she's staring at you every time you look up. I actually just had this happen, man. I dipped off in, this is my meat cheat day, man. So I jumped off into Buffalo Wild Wings, man. And so I went in there, man, and I'm sitting waiting on my order, man. I always get takeout, man. It'd be too festive in there for me, man, to watch games and shit. I like to watch games in silence where I just hear the game. So so I'll go, man, and I'll see her. So I saw her, and I just noticed every time I was looking up at the television, just so happened the game that I wanted to watch was on the far end of the room. So I had to look right past her to look at the game. So I was looking over her head, but I noticed every time I dropped, man, she was looking right at me. Even though she was talking, the man she was with was beside her, and there was another man across from him, and she was engaged in a conversation with that man. So, but I could tell she wasn't looking at him because, let's say that there are 4 chairs. The guy she was with was beside her. The other guy was in front of him, and I was in front of her. You understand what I'm saying? So you can tell when a woman's looking in a specific direction. This woman was looking directly at me, man, the entire time I looked. But for me, man, I was like, I mean, she was straight. She was decent looking, man. I mean, she was dressed down, man. Of course, they went Buffalo Wild Wings. So she had her hair in a ponytail with a ball cap on, man. But she had really smooth skin and, you know, a nice caramel complexion, man. Really straight teeth, white teeth. So, I mean, I give her a 7 just sitting there, you know, looking like that with jeans and t-shirt and a ball cap on. So, you know, with no makeup on or anything. But just the fact that she was sitting there, you know, doing that, there was no way. I mean, what was I going to do? Walk up to the table and say, hey, man, I'm going to take your girl. So there was really nothing I can do. So I quickly lost interest in it. And I just started looking at another television, man. But every now and then I still put my eyes back to that game because it is the game I wanted to watch. And I mean, she was still trying, but after a while, she got the picture, man, and just stopped. Now, that was attraction confirmation, but she was with a man. What am I supposed to do? So in a situation like that, you can tell that's attraction confirmation. But let's just say, you know, a woman, now that same woman could be sitting there with a group of girls and could simply be, you know, just let's say her. Now, what did she think? Did she think I was attracted to her? Or did she think I was just noticing her attraction confirmation? You know, me sitting there playing the game with her might have made her think I was attracted to her. So you just have to know the energy. I know what her energy was. Her energy was attraction confirmation. I know she didn't see that in my energy. That's why, and if she did see it, the moment I stopped paying attention to her and started looking at another television, then she realized that my energy was not what she thought it was. So this is really just an energy thing, man. You have to understand the energy of women. There's no one act. That's why I tell men all the time, this shit is not easy, man. It's not easy to understand women. It's not easy to fucking know what a woman means when she says a certain thing, what a woman means when she looks a certain way. It takes years to master the energy of women, brothers, I'm telling you. And that's why so many men are doing the exact same thing. Meeting women, cold approaching, taking them on dates, taking them on 5 dates, waiting 2 months for